Good afternoon. I just wonder how many of the guests that appeared on some of these talk shows like The Big O and ED and, these shows that were giving away all kinds of, fantastic gifts, especially around the holidays. Um, if some of these people ever made it out of the studio, or if they were sacrificed right then, if they ever received any of these things, or if they had to sign a contract that said that they would be ready to go to do these events, all the events, when the time came, because it takes a long time for these criminals to get all the players in place. And there has to be some monetary incentive for people to do such heinous things. So I'm just wondering if we looked back at the faces of some of these people, which of course they can change faces with an instant with Photoshop. But I just wonder if we would see some of the same players in this, scam like we're seeing um, on the world stage with some of these leaders. And I swear there was a Maui real estate company with like 50 subscribers, definitely a new channel, and it definitely looked like Tom Hanks's wife in the picture. But yeah, these people they're Hollywood actors, so they can create whatever scenario they want the public to buy, and you still have people out here that think that the Big O is a good person, that um, you know, Jeff Bezos has your best interest at heart, and um, you know that the royals are wonderful people. And it's just so odd that a lot of these channels, like, you know news, pumping out fake news stories, hadn't said a word about um, any of the events. It's just like Fort Lauderdale just got swept under the rug. I mean, like, nobody talks about it. And you had so-called comedians out here that were going to do benefits to help the people. Well, that was bullshit. Um, there was no people left. The military had already gone in there and gotten rid of them, just like they did in Arizona when they put a fence around the reservation and no one was allowed in or out because they were killing them. Um, the amount of murder that has taken place on this realm is horrific. I mean, you know, people just forget all about the 6 million bones that are buried under Paris. I mean, that this historical narrative is pretty much the same narrative that they've pushed all along. I mean, forever. Um, I just don't get how you could be a real human and lie to your fellow man um, just for money. You sold yourself out. But the people that are coming on in these news forecasts, they don't put anyone that was really there on those forecasts. I mean, I don't care if you think they're Hawaiian or you think they're, I mean, they just don't. Because they don't want someone to slip up and, say something that would change their narrative. I mean, they're all reading a script and they're very, very poor actors. It's truly unbelievable. But anyway, all right.